Today I'm going to be trying on all the clothing items I've made in the last year and also sharing what I've learned along the way. In 1 year, I've published 2 crochet patterns, grown my TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram following within the fiber arts niche, and also made many garments that I'm going to try on for you guys, as well as went on a shopping detox where I didn't buy any new clothing. So yeah, these are all the topics I'm going to be talking about. Now the timestamps are in the description. I'm going to be trying on everything at that time. And I just want to remind everyone that I'm not brand new to crochet and fiber arts. I've been doing it very casually and sporadically since I was very young. I was always creating things with my hands. About a year ago, I started Kim's Threads and I started documenting and posting things online. And I've been so inspired by the community since then, and all the comments and responses I've been getting from everyone has been very motivating for me. So I feel like it's accelerated my growth in a way. That's why I'm calling this a 1 year progress update. So before 2022, Kim's Threads was not a thing. I would post and just had no idea what I was doing on social media. For the last year, it's been my goal to be consistent and post almost every week, and I think I only missed a couple. On TikTok, I went from about 1,000 to 11K. For me, I think that TikTok still has the best algorithm for reaching new audiences, but YouTube and TikTok are kind of competing at the moment, so we'll see if that changes. On Instagram, I went from about 50 to 2,800. And for YouTube, I think I'm most proud of this one. I went from like 8 subscribers to what I am at now, which is like 5,000. I feel very blessed and lucky because to keep anyone's attention for long form content is definitely a challenge. So I went on a shopping detox where I didn't buy any new clothing for an entire year, and instead I would make my own clothing or I would thrift. And I did this, 1, to encourage myself to be making and creating my own clothing because I wanted to learn and improve my skills, but 2, I also wanted to break the habit of shopping with fast fashion brands that I didn't agree with. So for me, going cold turkey works the best. What I learned in that time, I actually found a new appreciation for the clothing I already have. I feel like I started to be a lot more sentimental. I started to value clothes for the meaning that they hold to me. So these days I feel like I would want to wear something that I was proud of, something that I made, or something that someone gave me, or a thrifted item that I sought out and found. In general, I feel like my relationship with clothing has been very romanticized since I started. I just realized how much clothing I don't wear. Clothes that I felt kind of meh about, and I started gathering them up to donate. It's also shifted my mindset in thinking, how can I make this instead? I know you could spend $10 on a t-shirt, but I actually really want to learn how to do basic clothing construction and be able to make these items instead. So I bought a 60-year-old sewing machine. It's a Kenmore 12 stitch, and I'm going to be putting it to use. I already bought my first couple patterns. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I've also found an appreciation for clothing in a different way. Not that I ever cared about brands, but when I went thrifting before, or I would see like a item by Forever 21 or Shein, I would stick my nose up at it. But now I see those fabrics as materials that could be turned into something else. If I do see an item by Forever 21 at the thrift store, I would still maybe buy it so that I could turn it into something else. In the end, after the year was completed, I think that it's really not possible for me or anyone to expect themselves to never buy any new clothing. But I do feel that rather than buying really trendy items, I'm more in the mindset of how can I create these, either from thrifted items or just from yarn or raw materials, so that it's not going to these fast fashion brands that I don't agree with. For the 2 patterns that I published, they're both crochet. First is the glove puff sleeves. This was inspired by a Doja Cat outfit that she wore for a performance. I kind of wanted to do a crochet recreation of that outfit, and then I posted it on TikTok, and a lot of people were asking for a pattern. I didn't really know how to make a pattern at that time, so I just put together a YouTube tutorial, and that's still up. It's on my channel. But even after I posted it, people were like, is there a pattern? So I took it on as a challenge for myself, maybe it's a sign from the universe, I should make a pattern. I ended up making 3 iterations of the glove puff sleeves. The second iteration is in the tutorial, and the third iteration is in the pattern. I think obviously the third iteration is the best because I had the time to make a size guide, which was tested by pattern testers. I had a lot of pattern testers too. It was like 16. And then I made the houndstooth balaclava, and I did this because I wanted to combine like a chart with something wearable. So this was like a fun challenge for me. But yeah, I very much love how my patterns came out. They are my babies, and if you want to support me, the links are below. The glove puff sleeves has a tester gallery that's exclusive to the Etsy, so if you want to check that out, just it from Etsy. And here is some of the clothes. Because I was aiming to learn how to make clothing, primarily with crochet and knitting, I did produce a lot of items. I consider it a form of artwork because I put my time into designing many of these pieces, and I also followed a few patterns, and for those, the names will be on the screen, and the patterns, of course, will be linked below.
A simple feeling that I can't seem to shake. Oh my love, you drive me crazy in the loveliest way. I stay up all night just thinking about the things that you say. I call your phone and hope to hear your voice, and all over again I am in love. Make me fall in love, why don't you just make me fall in love again? I can't deny it, I'm in love. I walk through this familiar scene with flowers blooming, sun that's shining through the leaves and the trees. Don't like to ask too many questions, hate to complicate things, so baby won't you help me understand just what it means to be in love, in love, in love, oh in love, I can't deny it, I'm in love.
I'm sweaty from tying all those clothes on. Yes, I'm all done. And pile. I need to reorganize these now. It's so messy. If If you made it this far, comment a star emoji down below so I know who's watched the full video, and I hope you all have a great day.